my school was as big as this hall. There was only one teacher and 5 classes. I remember half a row will be for standard, second half will be in another row standard, then another half row. So that is where I studied. I used to bunk classes together, go and play cricket on the 3rd floor of the building. When teacher came and said, where are the students? I said, they are playing. The teacher was so angry that, you people are like this, I'm not going to teach you. And then he stopped taking class. And we were also happy chilling. When I was in engineering, we were the hostlers. So we used to go to marriage function without invitations, of course. There was one friend who made a record that for 1 month continuously he did not eat in the mess, just to figure out where there is a marriage function. Decoration fellow is going in with all his luggage. My brother, tell me, where are you going? And he'll ask the address and he'll go there and attend the marriage function. There was a movie called Bombay. All my engineering friends, all hostlers, and there were 10-12 guys from the other college. And some fight started and it was so terrible fight. I saw with my eyes, some senior pulled the hairs and a hair actually came in the end. And then a senior asked, let's get lost from here because there will be attack from the other side. We all ran away and we came to the hostel. Once there was a fight announced, X gang is going to attack our college. For 3 days, we collected stones from nearby. Somebody taught us how to make petrol bombs. And then somebody said, no, that's not going to be enough protection. So we have to put the power in the fencing, And it actually happened. On decided day, there was an actually attack. I did not realize for 2 minutes what is happening. I ran like anything,
Today is the day to be remembered. We are very proud and insane that we have the solar man of India, Professor Chetan Singh Solanki with us today. He is an innovator, Indian scientist and social entrepreneur. We are very proud to have this interaction with him. Hello sir, how does it feel to be here and how was the event especially?
Well, I really enjoyed and really thankful to all the students for their very, very energetic participation, and I keep going to all kind of institutions, and sometime when your audience are good, I also enjoy. So it was really wonderful event for me.
This Energy Swaraj Yatra, it's been from 2020. So you left your home 3 years back. So do you, at any point, have you ever felt like I miss my family? Do you have that feeling?
Well, of course, when you have 2 daughters and wife and they are all alone and I'm not going home, so definitely we feel that is one. Also, there are moments when you have difficulties, right? And things are not going your way. Traveling is never easy, right? So you have to travel, you have to work, you have to go to different places, you have to keep your health proper, you have to ensure that the funding. So there are difficulties, and there are times, couple of times when you have to really think, why I am doing this yatra.
Especially you have 2 daughters. Daughters are so much loving towards father. Yeah. So do you miss them?
Obviously I miss them, and they also miss, but good thing is, we are connected with technology. So the WhatsApp video calls we do every day, and but my daughters are very supportive. When I first decided and I was breaking my head, how do I convey this to my family? So I did not tell them everything in one go. So slowly I was giving information, and then once I finally sat down, after dinner I said to my daughters, I need to talk to you something. Then I told my daughters that I'm going to go for 11 years yatra, which means that I will not be coming back for 11 years. And suddenly the younger one said, so what, you've been always traveling, so how does it matter to us? So that really made me light, that they were prepared mentally, and they are actually. So why I'm still able to do it? Because they don't crib, that you're not doing this, and you're not here on our birthday, and you're not here on festivals, but they understand why I'm doing and what I'm doing. And I'm fortunate that I have such daughters who are contributing. My daughters keep saying, you're not famous enough, you should become more famous.
They are your biggest support systems.
Yeah, very biggest support. Support system, they don't crave, so I don't have to have that extra. Because imagine the moment my daughter starts saying, why you're not doing right thing and how can you leave us, then I will not be having enough strength to do what I'm doing. So definitely their sacrifice
matters.
Is much more than what I'm doing, and particularly my wife, because now she is playing a role of father, mother, education, dropping children to the school, bringing back, and all kind of things, taking care of electricity connection, LPG, and all kind of things.
So while you're talking, I could able to see your love to them in your eyes. So if they see this video, they'll be so happy, I'm sure about it. So tell us about your student life. When you were a student, how was your school days, college days? You're a professor. So
Yeah, I mean, I come from a very small village. So when I was in school, my first standard, we had, my school was as big as this hall, that's it. And there was only one teacher and 5 classes, It was a primary school. So I remember half a row will be first standard, second half will be in another row standard, then another half row. So that is where I studied. But I was fortunate enough to be sent by my fathers to Indore in Madhya Pradesh, and I got opportunity to study in a boarding school. But even then, I studied in Hindi medium because that is what we could afford that time. And then I got admission in this science college. But then I realized that if I'm going to do science, then I may not get good job. And I told my father, it's better I do farming rather than studying, but let me allow to take a drop. I took a drop, and then I got a good admission in engineering college, and then got good friends, and that is how its journey started. So
you said about your friends. Are you in connection with them, your college friends now?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, we connected, and we used to have a lot of fun. I mean, I think this generation also must be doing the same thing. Having more fun than studies. We used to bunk classes together.
Oh.
Go and play cricket on the 3rd floor of the building.
The 3rd floor of the building.
On the top of it, yeah. And if teacher is late by, let's say, couple of minutes, that was an opportunity for us to say that you were late and we will all be out.
Oh.
And once it happened that we were all playing cricket, teacher was late for 10 minutes. And then one person was sitting. So when teacher came and said, where are the students? That they are playing. And the teacher sent him, go and bring them here. So then he came to us, that the teacher is asking to come back, and we were like empowering enough to ask him to play cricket rather than going back. And then teacher was so angry that, you people are like this, I'm not going to teach you. And then he stopped taking class, and we were also happy, chilling. Then finally he came to us and said, no, let's start studying, it's important to study. So we had wonderful memories, but we are also good study circle.
All around.
Yeah, there was one person who was, I remember, for any problem we used to go to that person. More than a teacher, we were learning from the friend, and we all pile up to his house during the exam time, and we were able to cracking good exams as well.
You spoke about cricket. So when you were a student, you would have been watching cricket. Now do you watch cricket?
Now there's no time to watch. I used to also do photography when I was doing my PhD, and when I joined as a professor, I still, we made a book on IIT Bombay, a photographic journey through campus. But soon, within a couple of years, the life became so, busy that my camera got fungus, and you never got hold of them again. That is how we started. We used to, in the beginning when I joined IIT Bombay, couple of my friends, we used to go for tea, twice in a day, morning tea and then evening tea. And after 3 years, we were sitting on the same floor, but we were meeting after years. So that is how busy it became, with so many things going around.
You said that you had tea twice a day. Are you a chai lover? You love chai?
Very much, still.
So could you just describe it in a word? How much you love chai?
Well, I love more than my close friends because for one other reason that now because I'm going around and talking a lot, so my throat normally gets affected because so much of travel, talking, different kinds of water, and I think it is tea which is keeping my throat going. So even before today's the talk, they offered me coconut water, but I said I need tea. No, I had coconut water and then also had tea.
You said you used to bunk classes. So did you ever bunk classes to watch movies?
Well, I mean, that time it was not so many theaters and all. But I remember when I was in engineering, we had a terrible time. In the sense, good time and terrible for others. For us, it was good time. We were the hostlers. So we used to go to marriage functions without invitations, of course. And there was one friend who made a record that for 1 month continuously he did not eat in the mess. So what he used to do, he used to figure out where there is a marriage function. If there is a, for example, a decoration fellow is, going in with all his luggage, he will stop. He say, brother, tell me where are you going? And he'll ask the address and he'll go there and attend the marriage function. And then there was a movie called Bombay.
Bombay movie.
Yeah, and it was released and we got a ticket for the first day, second show. And all my engineering friends, all hostelers, and there were 10-12 guys from the other college. And they were, of course, we were all making noise, but they were making noise and they were coming in front of us and in the rows. And then some fight started, and it was so terrible fight that I saw with my eyes, some senior pulled the hairs and a hair actually came in the hand of the other person. Can you imagine?
Rugged memories with movies.
Yeah, it was very bad. And then a senior asked, let's get lost from here because there will be attack from the other side.
So you guys left.
Of course, we all ran away and we came to the hostel.
So after that, did you ever watch movie or else you swap?
We were watching movies, and when I was doing my science, for 1 year I was in science before coming to engineering. Mm-hmm. So behind our hostel there was a society, colony, and we used to go for watching movie, the last show, 9 to 12. And when we used to come back, we used to take all flower pots and everything, whatever is available on the wall. That will all come to our hostels, and the hostel will get decorated. And we used to shout, during the ragging, we used to shout slogans against all these people. So, taking the flower pots was like our, kind of a hobby, whose room is more decorated with a flower pot. Yeah, but I think nowadays that all those things doesn't happen.
It's sure that you had so much joy as a student.
Yeah.
The other side is very fun-loving.
There was a fight announced, public fight announced, that some senior said, X gang is going to attack our college. Oh. And this was way back in 91, I'm talking about. And then they said, get ready, So how do we get ready? For 3 days continuously, what we did, we collected stones from nearby areas.
Oh God.
And what we did, so it's like, when you prepare for the war, so along the fort wall, so all stones were kept. Then somebody taught us how to make petrol bombs. So the petrol, and then somebody said, no, that's not going to be enough protection. So we have to put the power in the fencing,
Oh.
And they said, whatever have material you have, you keep in your pocket. And it actually happened on decided day. There was an actually attack, and they all took us outside. And when there was an attack, I was, I did not realize for 2 minutes what is happening. Somebody is throwing bulbs from here. Somebody is throwing, and then I ran like anything.
And after that, this issue.
And I ran like anything, and I found myself out in some outside city. I don't know how I reached there. And of course, then something happened, and then we actually caught 1 or 2 fellows, and the police came.
Not you.
Not me. We were the powerful side of it.
Lucky ones.
Lucky ones, yeah. So there was a lot of
so much fun.
So much fun, but also very scary moment. When you are a first year student.
Fun and frustration.
Yeah. And we used to be scared of going back to the hostel because the ragging level was so much that we used to take every single opportunity not to go to hostel. We would delay our class, we will sit in the class, we'll try to pretend that we are studying in the class and all. Because the moment you enter the hostel, you will be nicely, ragged. So.
But then it would have been hard. But now when you talk about that, it's all about good old days.
Yeah, if there is a chance, I would like to go through it again.
If there is a chance, you would go back.
Go through the same life again, because it was,
Nowadays, do you watch movies now?
We have been planning for last 3 years to watch a movie. So
3 years, big plan.
But we are not succeeded yet. In fact, we watched one movie, Gandhi. Inside the bus, by the way, my bus is like a home, so there is a TV inside and all. But just to watch one movie, it has to be. It took us 3 weeks because we watch and then there's something happens. So, but I've been telling my team, let us plan watching a movie, and we have not been successful yet.
Soon we hope that you all watch a movie together in the upcoming days. So, to the early young engineering students, what would be that thing that you would insist over them?
Well, I would say that have fun. and but fun in everything. It's not only fun in playing, you know, but I have fun in studying also, and become real engineer, you know. So my daughter is right now doing engineering, and she is in hostel, and she was asking something, and I said, if you're an engineer, if you're not broken something, you know, you cannot become an engineer, right? You have to break something, you have to do something, you know. That is one important characteristic of becoming engineer. You will not really learn, you know. So you have to do all this thing, then you become an engineer.
Thank you so much for joining us once again.